Gran Turismo 3. Last week we completed the front-wheel drive series with a nail-biting finish, and then we bossed the four-wheel drive series in our Ford Focus rally car. This week we're going to take on the mid-engined rear-wheel drive series, and for that we're actually going to have to go and buy a car for the first time in this game. So what I'm going to do is, the only one I can really think of is the Toyota MR2, and I know there's a few different options here. We've got the modern MR2, certainly as it was at the time, but I think we'll go for one of the more classic ones. We've got a choice of the MR2 G Limited or the MR2 GTS. So the GTS is slightly more powerful. Actually, I think it's quite a bit more powerful. So we'll go with that one. It's price-wise, it's another 4,000 credits. It takes most of what we've got, but that's okay. I think we've got some cars that we could sell. So we'll do that. We'll take this, and we're going to have it in Super White 2. Just checking the specs. It's 241 brake horsepower and has a turbo. So let's get in this machine and see what I can do. Before we take it on the track, we'll do what we always do, well, if I can afford it, and we will go to lightweight stage 1. We might just be able to do stage 1 this time. Stage 2 is too expensive. But then we will go to the engine and exhaust and the racing chip. Gives us a little bit more horsepower. Boosts us by 7. Every little helps. And what we'll also do is what I always forget to do, and that's change the oil. For some reason makes a difference even when it's the very first time you drive the car. Or so I've been told. We'll see. Just check. Yeah, it's now 258 brake horsepower, so that's added about another 10 or 11 horsepower by changing the oil, which is just crazy. Anyway, now that's done, let's jump into the races. Okay, so we start off this one with Trial Mountain. Alright, so I've got two of the, I think that's probably the more modern MR2s, 3 DX220s. Both of those are very strong cars, so this is a good test for us. Oh, look at that, beautiful car. Well, it looks like we've actually got one of the modern ones and one of the older ones, but I don't think it's the same as us. A bit cautious at the moment. Chances will come up. In fact, I might be able to take one here. Oh no, that wasn't the right choice. Oh, okay. There's a bad start. Said I would be cautious and then did the opposite. Opportunity coming up. Power down. It's a tricky one though, because the corner at the end is a little bit tight. Straight into the back. The steering's not quite what it should be, but then that's not the car's fault, that's mine. Oh my goodness. Don't know what happened there. I think I must have hit the inside of the curve or something. Alright, this gives me a lot to do in lap 2. edge there. My driving's not been great. I don't think it's the car's fault. Use all of the road. Definitely got speed. Oh no. It's twice that's happened now. I'm getting absolutely bullied all over the track here. Right. So we'll just calm it down a bit. This car's got a little bit too much power for its tyres. I think I've had more contact in this race than I've had in any of the previous ones. And all of the previous ones put together, probably. Should really be trying to slipstream here. Actually, way too fast for him. Right across the back. I think if I can just keep my nose ahead through this corner and maybe the next one, we should be home. Oh. Maybe that was too much to hope for. Somehow managed to stay ahead of them, just. It's probably got to be about the worst driving that I've done so far. Oh, that's much better. Finishing strong. Okay, race one in the bag, but I'm not exactly sure how. Raceway in reverse. Two speedsters, was it 3 other MR2s, including one the same as mine? Oh, the Speedster is the VX220, I think. This is so strange. I genuinely don't think I've ever done this in this direction before. It's messing with my mind. It's not so good. Again, just kind of holding it together, just about. Go through in a bunch. Okay, the start-finish straight will be a good place for us to try to make up some of these places. So if we get a good exit, I think we'll probably just have the speed to do it. Okay, so I don't want to have to rely on that. Back to where we were last lap. Twice I've come into that corner too fast. Made a better recovery that time though. But they're still right behind me. Oh, these guys are brutal when they come through on those corners. Absolutely no respect. Poor panel beaters. Got their work cut out for themselves after these races. Okay, we'll have the speed on him coming out of the corner. I think this should be another win. There we go. I wouldn't say comfortable, but it was. We were leading for most of that race. Now we move on to race 3. Apricot Hill Raceway. I think this is the one with the final corner that I can never get right. Let's see if I can do it this time. Oh, actually, no, that's when it's in reverse, so it's actually the first corner that I can never get right. I think it's a bit easier in this direction, though. So it pretty much seems that the cars that you can have for this race are either MR2s or VX220s. Ah, yes, which is called the Opel Speedster. Vauxhall VX220 or the Opel Speedster. That's why. Confusion over. Not a great corner. Oof. But I'm definitely able to accelerate them. When we get on the straight, we really are able to pull away quite quickly. I made it round that corner this time, but again, I don't think that's the optimum driving line for it. Struggling a little bit with some of the handling on this car. I think it is a case of it having more power than its wheels can handle, so maybe some new tyres. Yep, those tyres and brakes are not holding up to what the engine's putting out. Oh, that's not good. Could be in trouble here. Oh, it's still just got too much power. It's definitely getting out of jail though, because that was spinning off on just before the last corner is not what you want to do. But we still come through with a 1.3 second win. Yeah, this one's definitely going to be good once it gets a little bit more work done on it. Cool. So that's the end of that series. And our prize car is... It's an MR2. Of course it is. Excellent. Well, we made short work of that. So we're now going to jump back into the Subaru Impreza. We're going to try the last Smokey Mountain rally race. Let's go. I think this one is going to be a real challenge. I think it's 7 laps as well. Yep, 7 laps, so this is going to be pretty hard work. But I'm sure we can manage it. Subaru's unstoppable. Made it through the first corner, which is half the battle. Didn't do that one too well though. All the time he's right behind me. Okay, so we got that corner this time. We need to do that every single lap. Uh-oh. A little bit of unintentional wall riding there. That was far too fast coming over that little hill. Just about space forced myself. That was better through there that time. I think the rest of that lap couldn't have gone much better. Right, so what do we do this time? Nosedive instead. Well, I was 1.5 seconds ahead, but I'm not sure that's still the case. Smash the tail into the wall there. Don't want to do that too often. It's good, didn't need to shift down into fourth that time. I think, unless I'm mistaken, Smokey Mountain doesn't actually appear in any of the other Gran Turismo games, only this one. Which is a shame, because it's actually a really nice one. And it's a shame because I'm quite good at it, so I would quite like it to be in all of the games. Oh, although that's not so good. Still holding a 1 second lead, but that's not a lot. Doesn't allow for any errors. Oh, that wasn't so good that time though. That's disappointing. It's definitely right behind me now. I'm just able to hold him off through the middle part of the race. Oh no, there we go again. Ugh. Yeah, I'm able to hold him off through the middle part of the race. That last part I seem to be able to manage not too bad. So this corner seems to be catching me every time. That was a little bit better, but still ended up tapping the side. Better. Here we go. It's better this time. It's 2.5 seconds. Okay, what do I do this time? Brake a little bit. Coming in at a bad angle though. Managed to stay ahead of him, but not by much. Oh, I thought I was going to make it through. I ended up still touching the wall. Quite as clean through there either, but not bad. Got a pretty decent lead on him at this point. Looked like a decent lead, but actually, wow. Oh, that's possibly the worst one yet. Practically head first into the wall. Still tapped it. I think I did that in every single lap. It's okay, we seem to have managed to get away with that. That was rough though. Well, I'm delighted to see I seem to have conquered that corner just in time for me to never ever have to do it again. I think we're going to manage it. Just get across the finish line. Oh, a 1.6 second win in the end. But yeah, we never really looked back on that one. I mean, bits of it were ropey, but 20,000 credits. Cannot argue with that. And that's the end of Smokey Mountain. And the prize we get... Evo. Very cool. That will come in handy for the Evolution series, which I can now use the rally car in. Cool. Alright, another very successful day in the office. That MR2 was a handful, but got the job done. And I think with a bit more work that's going to be a pretty useful car for future races as well. And then the Impreza again conquering, this time on the 7-lap Smokey Mountain, which I was expecting to be a real challenge. And I actually think I drove that a lot better than either of the previous efforts, and it was pretty close in the end. So that was really good. Really happy with that. So actually, the next week, just have a quick look and see what we're going to do next week. So I've gone through a lot of these now. Stars and Stripes could be the next one. For this one, we can actually use the Ford Focus Rally car, but I might buy a different car for that, although we've not got a lot of cash, so I might need to sell some cars. And then after that, we've only got the Audi TT race, the Mercedes race, Altezza, Yaris, Type R, the Evo, the Beetle Cup, and then the World Championship. So I think we're about halfway through, because some of these are pretty long. Yeah, so I'll have a think about what we're going to do next week. But that'll do us for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, give us a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. If you would like to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.